Hi there, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to do a kitting up for the first time. I've got this fall painting here that actually came as a 4-pack from Amazon. That was like I think it said it was a Halloween 4-pack, but it's really fall. The other 3 pictures, it's not Halloweeny. It's just fall pictures. But I figured that I would show this one. Maybe I could do a thing where I do this kitting up, and I think what I might do is have depending on how long this is, maybe a kitting up and maybe a little bit of a whip and chat to go with it. And then maybe we'll do the same thing for the other 4. I figured since it's fall, might as well get started, right? Got to take a break from my my Christmas present one, so we can work on this one. Hopefully everything looks so good. I'll try to hold everything so that you can see it in the sense of the glare, but this is what it is. It's got 30 colors on it, and it's a cute pumpkin in like a barrel, and it's got some more pumpkins down here, and a couple of bluebirds, and some foliage. So hopefully it'll turn out pretty good. It's a round drill. Let me get my tape measure out, and let's see what this is. It says on the sheet, it says it's a 30 by 40. It is a just under a 25 by 35, so you got like a 25 by 35, which is typical. So whenever you get a usually budget paintings and stuff like that, usually they give 5 centimeters difference for the edges of the canvas, right? So the actual painting itself is usually 5 centimeters smaller than what it says here. So it says it's a 30 by 40. It's actually, the painting area is a 25 by 35. Okay, and as you can see, I've cut out the legend here. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm using, to create my stickers here, I'm using this Xyron Create a Sticker Mini. Everybody I see online on YouTube uses the Xyron Sticker Maker, the one that's like an X, right? So, but they're out of stock, right? It was very difficult for me to see one on sale. So I was like, you know what? I might as well try this one. This is the first stickers that I'm making from it. Let me put this aside. From it, but it looks like it's going to hold up pretty well. As you can see, the tape is bigger, so if you don't want to waste tape, then maybe you could do 3. If they're this size, you could probably do 3 of them in there at one time so that you're not wasting tape. But that's the price you pay, right? If you want to make stickers, or if you want to scan them in and print them on sticker paper. But I wanted to do this because I don't have a printer, and so I want to try to make it as easy as possible for myself. So the only thing I did do is that the sticker maker came with permanent sticker tape. I bought a removable spool of tape, sticker tape, and so when I got it in, I just removed that permanent tape, put it in a bag in the box, and changed out for temporary or reusable tape. So hopefully it works well. This has, like I said, 30 colors. So I'm going to use this container here, which has the bigger Tic Tac box containers in it. But it should work for me for what I'm doing. Let's set that over there. And then we've got our round drills. let's get this out. And like I said in previous ones, and I'll state again, I'm in the process. I'm going to try and get myself a better camera that can zoom in for you and everything like that. But, you know, I don't want to spend that kind of money on something that doesn't have all the features that I want on it. So I'm not just going to go and buy any old camera. So, all right. So let's get into this. I was just looking at the number B2853. That's the canvas, B2853. And so let's set these ones aside. And everybody does this a little bit different. Me, I don't know. Sometimes I like, or sometimes the way that I do it is I'll cut all of the bags separate first and then cut them, but I might not need to do that with this. One of the channels that I watch the most is a channel called Joan Diamond Paints, and I watch her, and she doesn't ever really cut them that much, so she only cuts them like right here and then goes on to the next one. And I kind of, because of watching her, kind of got in the habit of it. Hold on, I gotta get a tray. Get my trusty yellow tray. This yellow tray I got off of Etsy from Nix's Notions. It is my favorite tray to use when I'm working from a kitting up standpoint. My Oroloa that I'm using, that I'm working on now, because it is so confetti heavy, I am using a tray holder. So I've got 3 stacked on top of each other, which is like, I think 80 trays or something like that. So with those, I've got all individual trays on it. But if I'm putting it into a container and then just pulling out the color one at a time, this is my favorite tray to use. I love the corner pour. It's got a nice pour edge on it. So it's like my favorite. So we're going to go with number 1. I hope everybody's doing well today. I've had a rough couple of weeks. Work is very taxing. I've been at this job for 11 years at the end of October, and sometimes it gets so bad that I just feel like I should look for a different job. That's kind of how I felt in the last couple of weeks with this. Some of the things that are going on there are utterly ridiculous. I'm going to cut these first. I think that'll be faster. It's just utterly ridiculous, some of the things that are going on at this place. And it's not that I don't like, I like my job. Don't get me wrong. I do like my job. It's just some of the things that are going on with people above me is so childish, in my opinion, that I feel like if it doesn't get better, I might have to search out a different position probably within the company so that I don't lose my pay and stuff. Because if I went to a different company, I would have to start from, the ground up again, and I wouldn't make the amount of money that I'm making now. And I don't necessarily want to lose that. I've worked too hard all these years in order to get to where I'm at. I've been in the same department almost the entire time I've been there at this company, and I've had the same boss almost, yeah, almost the entire time I've been in the department, not at the company, but the entire time I've been in the department. And, you know, to be quite honest, things need to be different. And I'm not one to, I guess, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I'm not one to hold my tongue as much as I probably should. So, he doesn't really, my boss doesn't, he pretty, it's really, you know, he will leave me alone for the most part, but lately, I guess his bosses are getting on him, so he's just taking it out on myself and the other supervisor in the department, and I just think that's wrong. I think it's childish, and I just think it's wrong. So anyway, I've been trying to hang on, trying to get through it, but it's really hard, and I'm sure all of you have been in that situation before, or at least been in a situation where you feel like it's just getting ridiculous, right? But I don't know. I'll make it work. I'll figure it out. It's just very frustrating. This week was so bad that yesterday I literally just slept all day long. At least, I mean, not all day, but, you know, I definitely was not up to doing really anything. So, but I'm hanging in there, and I'm just hoping that this is just one of those times where it's just, you know, something that's going to pass, because it just really needs to. We have a lot of stuff coming up in our department that hasn't happened in a couple of years. So we basically, to try and clue you in a little bit, is we basically moved from one building, our department, well, actually the whole process moved from one building to another, because the company that I work for, the building that we were in, they decided that they were closing that building down. They were streamlining the processes and stuff like that. So they wanted to pretty much put everything in a different building, because they're giving, so the land that it's on is family owned. It's been family owned for over 100 years. I think like 125 years, something like that. So, but it is in a very small city that is like a tourist spot, right? So the main building, the one that we closed down, is one that the community wanted. It kind of wanted it out of that area so that it would be visually more appealing, and they could have more restaurants and like apartments and stuff like that. It's a college town as well, so they just wanted to have the industrial stuff finally out of the heart of the city, right? Which is fine, not a big deal. So they moved us to a building that was pretty much just down the street, because this company has, I think it's five buildings now, 6 buildings in the area that I live. So closing down one of them isn't going to put a damper on what they're doing. They basically moved some of the processes to, one went to another state, another facility in another state, one went to another facility in a further away part of our state, and then the rest of it went to, which was us. We just went down the street. Anyway, with that, we are kind of cramped in, and we are in a situation where it's more involved, right? Because the building that we moved into, the other processes have very strict guidelines as far as safety. Not saying that we didn't, I'm just saying they're different, right? It's not that they're more strict, it's just that they're different. So with that, what I'm getting to, long story short, is that we are now starting to have to comply to a different building's standards, right? We had some government contracts and stuff like that in our building, but nothing like what is in this new building. So with that, we need to comply with the entire building standard rather than our own standard, which is what we were doing in the past. So it's a lot of changes all at once. So that's why I think that a lot of the stuff that's going on right now is happening, right? Because there's a lot of things that for 100 years we haven't been doing, and now all of a sudden we need to. I'm okay with it. It's not that, I mean, all the changes are good. It's just hard changes, right? So when you're used to doing something one way, and then all of a sudden you're told, nope, you're going to do it the opposite way, that's a little difficult to get used to. And when you have people who aren't willing to, and it's not that they're not willing, but they want it done immediately rather than letting you have a time to process and get on board, it's just very stressful. So that's what's been going on with me. Other than that, home life is going great. My husband is fantastic as usual. He's such a good guy, and I don't say that to brag. I say that because sometimes I'm in awe of how awesome he is, and he just makes me want to be a better person, a better friend, a better, all over just better. And so he just amazes me. Each and every day, just little things, you know what I mean? Just little things. But he's at work now, and he actually works for the same company as I do. He just works in a different building, and he's at work now, and so I'm here with my puppy, Izzy. And my kitty, Charlie, our cat, Charlie, is out and about outside causing ruckus, probably. Did I have that right? Hold on, I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure I didn't skip anything. Yeah, our cat, Charlie, is out and about. He actually I was worried about him for a little bit. He got into a fight one night while he was out, I guess. I'm hoping it was another cat because, he's an outdoor cat, so he definitely knows how to defend himself against other cats. I hope it wasn't that he fell, got somewhere and fell and hurt himself. He had to rest up for a couple of days. He really, whatever happened, took a lot out of him. He he was limping, his back right leg. He was limping for a little bit. He was just exhausted. He wound up pretty much just sleeping and eating for a couple of days. And then when he started to go back outside again, I noticed that his right hip was swollen. And so I was kind of worried about him. But he's doing much better now. The swelling is gone, and he is back to his old self again, playing and hanging out outside and, just being a cool cat. So I'm very happy that he didn't hurt himself too bad. When he came in, by the way, I didn't see any physical scratches on him. That's why I was worried that he fell, because I didn't see any physical scratches on him. I didn't see anything like scars, fur being pulled out, anything like that. I didn't see any of that. So that's why I was worried that he fell, and I was hoping that, he was okay and didn't, hurt his leg or anything like that. Broke it is what I mean, but he didn't. He's okay. And he's outside now, running around. Actually, he's probably not running around. He's probably just laying out on the back porch. He likes to do that. We have a outdoor furniture set back there, and it's super comfy, and he likes to lay on it and enjoy himself, relaxing, especially in this cooler weather. So he's a good boy. And then Izzy, my dog, is laying here on the floor next to me. He gets a little sad when my husband goes to work, because that's his best friend, so he just wants to hang out with him all the time. He wants to hang out with me too, but he prefers hanging out with his daddy, we'll call him. And so when he goes to work, he gets kind of real sad and just kind of lays around on the floor, and he'll follow me everywhere, but he doesn't really. Every once in a while he wants me to give him a whole bunch of love, but usually, at least, until I go to bed, he just will chill out and lay next to me, just waiting for Daddy to come home. That's all he seems to do. This is going pretty good. Maybe when I'm done with this, I can hold you up. I don't know how well you can see the colors. Like I said, this camera, I've said in previous videos and stuff, and I'm sure I said it at the beginning, it does not, I can zoom in, but it does not autofocus. So, you can kind of see what the colors look like. But with when I get closer, it gets all blurry. So I gotta keep it at a certain distance, or else it just looks like shit. Excuse me. I didn't mean to cuss. I'm trying very hard not to do that, so I apologize for that. I have a mouth like a trucker. So I'm trying very hard not to, well, it's not that I'm trying very hard. I really am very conscious of, I don't want to cuss, so that's why I say I'm trying very hard. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I can't really, I want to zoom in and show you guys how beautiful these colors are, but my camera's it's just not going to do it. I wish it would, but we actually went out yesterday and was looking at looking at what Best Buy had and different places, because I can most likely get something on Amazon, but I wanted to like see what I would, I wanted to physically hold the camera and see the different functions, see if it's something that I can work with or not. And the shelves, the displays and stuff in Best Buy, like I think stores like that are getting away of having any stock in the store. Most of it nowadays is you go there and they're like, oh, we might have one or two in the store, or it'll say, go on our website and order it and have it, then you can pick it up in a couple of days at this store. And it's like, what's the point of having a store anymore if you don't have anything to show the customer, you don't have anything in the store for the customer to buy? I mean, that's ridiculous to me. I grew up in a time where I liked to go and I liked to look in the stores and see things and try and, just, I never really tried on clothes and stuff in the stores, but when it came to my electronics and all that stuff, I definitely wanted to see them. I definitely wanted to make sure that they were, something compatible with what I was looking for. And it bothers me that you can't do that. You really can't do that anymore. What number is this? E is number 21. Okay. Had to make sure I was on the right number, guys. But yeah, so like I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I think what I'm going to have to do is just kind of do more online research and find something that is what I'm looking for, to the best of my knowledge, and order it online, because it doesn't look like there's any way that I can look at something that's not online anymore, which, like I said, it really bothers me. I want to be able to physically touch something sometimes in order to know if I want it, and it's just not happening. I don't even know, Target didn't have anything, and I mean, they had some cameras there, but I gotta, there's certain criteria that I need. I don't want a camera, just a straightforward camera, and I don't want a straightforward like camcorder, because neither one of them, the thing that I'm using right now is a camcorder, and that's why it doesn't autofocus. You can't get too close with it. It's not designed to do that. So I have to find something. And then the thing with the cameras is that they don't have audio input, or so like you can't really go with that unless you want to spend time of recording audio separately and syncing it up with your video, and I just don't know enough about it to do that. You know what I mean? I just don't have enough knowledge in order to do that. I should have taken this lid off first. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. So yeah, I'm looking for cameras. I just got to figure out which one I want and the best way to get it, This tape is doing really well, by the way. This sticker, it's really nice. We'll see how good it is, how well it holds up as I'm working on this. But it feels like it's pretty good quality. So that's nice. So what else is new? Let's see. It's October now. So Halloween's coming up. I do actually have a Halloween diamond painting, but it's big. and I actually got it last year, and I haven't done it yet. But I know since it's already October, there's no way that I'm going to get it done. So that's why I figured that I would get these little 4-pack of fall ones, because I know that I'll at least get 1, if not 2 done. So yeah, I'm not huge into Halloween anyway, so like, I mean, some of the stuff for Halloween is cool. Though the one Halloween diamond painting that I did last year, I really like. It was from, where was it from? It was from Diamond Dots, and it was a pre-framed. It's really cool. It's I think it was called like Tornado or something like that. So there's a house on a field, and it's got a tornado in the kind of off to the side in the background. Kind of, it's actually like pretty big. It's a dark painting, and I believe that one was squares, and it was the first square I think I did, and it came pre-framed, like I said, and I really like it. I mean, that one I really like, so I'm gonna hang that one up for basically for our Halloween. But as far as, you know, everything else, is this right? No, 29 is this one. This one's 29. Okay. But you know, outside of that Halloween stuff, I'm not really big into it. I'm never home, so my husband and I are always seem to be working on Halloween, so we don't hand out any candy or anything like that, and so we never really did. I like fall, but I don't really like Halloween, I guess. I don't have anything against it. That sounds so bad. I don't have anything against Halloween. It's just whatever, you know. My birthday's in January. I'm a winter baby, so I like Christmas. That holiday, I like Christmas. But I like the fall decorations, and I like fall and spring. I think the best out of anything. Color-wise, you know, nature color-wise, but I come from the East Coast. I don't live on the East Coast anymore, but I was born and raised on the East Coast, so I love the beach, right? So I'm a beach baby. I like the water. I like the beach, and I lived in Maryland, so we had the ocean there, and we also had, sorry, that was really loud. We had the ocean there, and we also had the Chesapeake Bay, so it was really, really fun growing up, and I love the beach. All right, so here is our kitting up, and let me move my tray to the side, bring my picture in here so that you guys can see this, right? This is, try to get it so it's not so glary. So this is this fall painting. So the pumpkins here with the 2 birds, and this is the kitting up. 30 colors, fits in this case really well. There's not really a lot. The most full jar that I have is our 310 here. Everything else you could have used excuse me, the small Tic Tac containers. So your number 4 is your 310, which is all this black around here, and you've got it, you know, inside of here and stuff like that. But I think that this is gonna be pretty when it's done, being a round drill and everything. So I'm gonna end the video here. Let's hope that the next time you see this, it'll either be a whip and chat for a portion of this, or it'll be a completion, maybe a completion of this one and a kitting up of the next out of the 4. But I think this is going to turn out great. I'm excited to do it. It's going to give me a nice breather. And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it won't take me too long. So leave a comment if you'd like. Let me know what fall paintings you guys are working on, or if you're just doing Halloween. You know, some people only like to do the Halloween ones, and some people like to do Halloween and fall. I'd be interested to know what you like. I will leave a link down below for the 4-pack that I got this. I think the 4-pack was only $20. So, you know, not that much money for nice size paintings. And yeah, so that's all. Once again, leave a comment. Thanks again for showing up and being patient with me. And have a great rest of your week. Bye.